Assalamu alaikum students, this is Sir Abdul Samad Khan and today we are going to start some other topics from the chapter of logarithms for grade 9 and 10 matriculation. So let's get started. Okay, first of all we are going to learn the laws of logarithms. The first law of logarithm states that whenever we are going to find out the log of any two values that are multiplying with each other, we have to find out the log of both the values individually, number one, and number two, we have to put the addition sign or the plus sign between them due to this multiplication sign. This is the first law of logarithm. The second law states that whenever we have asked to find out the log of any two values that are dividing with each other, so first of all we have to follow the same procedure that we have to find out the log of individual values, number one, and number two, we have to put the negative sign or the minus sign due to this division sign. This is the second law. And the third law states that when we have given the value which has the power or the exponent, that power or exponent should place before the logarithm like this. Okay, these are the three laws which we are going to apply in the upcoming questions. Okay, our next topic is change of base in logarithms. As you see that we have given a statement that log to base b of m is equals to log to base a of m dot log to base of b of a. So we have to prove that how can this statement be proven. So if we observe, we have two logarithms with the same basis, base b on the left hand side, on the right hand side. So we have to take the third value, okay, like log a to base m. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to suppose this value as any variable. Usually in maths or in algebra, if we are going to find out any unknown value, we usually assume the values as x, na? So that's why I'm going to assume that value as x, number one. And number two, the second step is that I'm going to convert the value in the exponential form. The exponential form is like a base to the power base over the power is equal to that value or number. Okay, so we have already learned that in the previous lecture. In this case, base is a and the power is x and the value is m. It means that we will get that value or the value of m if we apply the power x over that base a. Okay, number one. Number two is that now we are going to apply the log to base b on both sides. Now applying log to base b on both sides, we get like this. We have already given a to the power of x on left hand side and m on the right hand side. We just put or apply the log to base b on the left hand side and on the right hand side on both sides, number one. Now if we see in this statement, we will find that on the left hand side, the third law of logarithm is applicable. Why? Because there is a variable, is a number which has a power. The power is x, and the third law states that this power should be placed before the logarithm. Now applying third law of logarithm, that is this power is actually placed before the logarithm and the value is we have written as it is without the power. Log to base b of a is equals to log to base b of m. Now our second last step is if we see in the previous slide, we assume or we suppose x as log to base a of m. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are just going to substitute the value of x from equation number 1 in this equation. Okay, and the value was log to base a of m. We just substitute the value in the place of x and all the values remain as it is, and that's our actual statement which we have asked to prove. So that is the proof. Okay, now how to find the log of any value. To find the log of any value is actually to find the power, the actual power of that value. Okay, so there are some rules we need to know. The first rule is, now let us learn how to calculate the logarithm of any value. For this we have to remember following formula. This is actually the formula or to find out the log of any value, which is log of any value is equals to characteristic plus maintissa. Okay, In logarithms, characteristic is always written before the decimal and mantissa after the decimal. One more thing is that in logarithm, characteristic is actually the exponent, as we have already learned in the previous lecture. Okay, as you all see that we have drawn a chart over here, and this is actually a chart which is also present at the end of your maths book. So from that this chart we will find out the mantissa, and the procedure of finding the mantissa is actually we are going to describe in the next slide. Number 1, let we have asked to find out the mantissa of 2045 as shown in the figure. We always have to write the first two values collectively and to search these values in the serial number column. Over here the first two values are 20, that means 20. Okay, number 2. Secondly, the third value should be searched from the columns of 0 to 9. Number 3, last, the fourth value should be searched, if given, from the last three columns that are known as the columns of the mean difference. Fourth, both the values around which we have marked the green circles in the previous slide should be added to get the final mantissa. This is the whole procedure that how can we find out the mantissa of that value. Okay, let us learn this with the help of some examples. Example number 1. Now find out the logarithm of the following numbers. Like in this question we have only given 9 and we have to find out the log of this value. That means we have to find out that power that we apply on the base of 10, we will get 9. Okay, so the basic structure of formula should be same, like log of any value is equals to characteristic plus mantissa. And first of all we have to write the characteristic. Like if we see in this question there is only one digit, that is 9, and as we all know that any value that does not contain the point always at the very right hand side of that value. Okay, that means we can also say that in this question only one digit is before the decimal point. Okay, to write the characteristic, what we have to do, we have to subtract 1 from the total values that are before the decimal point, and there is only one value before the decimal point. That means we have to subtract 1 from 1 and our answer will be 0. So the 0 is actually the characteristic in this case. Okay, number 2, how we found the mantissa? It is very simple. Like as you all know that if we put thousands of zeros after the decimal point, the value should remain same. Like if I write 9 as 9.00, it will always be 9. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to just pick the starting two values like 9 and 0. 9 and 0 will become 90, and the third value is again 0. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to search the value in the column of 0 and the row of 90, and the value which appears is 9542. That is actually the mantissa. Okay, now finally I have to add these two values and the answer is 0.9542. That's the final answer for this value. This is how you can find the log of any value. Okay, the second example is in this value, if you observe that this value starts from 0. Okay, and we have learned in the previous lecture that whenever the value starts from 0, the characteristic should always be taken negative. Okay, and the number of zeros comes in any value is actually the negative characteristic. That means there are 3 zeros now. 1 0 is from before the decimal point and 2 zeros are after the decimal, so collectively there are 3 zeros. So the characteristic in this case is actually -3. Okay, and we will write -3 as like this, bar 3 in the log form. Number 1. Number 2, the mantissa is actually calculated in the way like 23. The first two values are 23. We have to search from the column of 4 and from the row of 23, and again from the column of 8 in the mean difference column we will get two values. Okay, when we add those two values we will get 3707. Okay, and finally when we add these two values we will get the final log of that value, and that is bar 3.3707. This is how you can find the log of any value, whether it starts from 0 or not. Okay, that's all from today's video. Hopefully you all understand that video. Inshallah we'll meet you in the next lecture with some other topics from the chapter of logarithms. So till the next time, thank you so much for watching, and Allah Hafiz.